Greetings, baby. Welcome back to another episode of Healing Wisdom with me, your favorite, realest, sexiest spiritual advisor, Empress Oracle. I'm so extra, y'all. I hope you guys are doing well. On behalf of Starseed Galactic Federation, I have been given access to this knowledgeable information from my Akashic records for the purpose of helping humanity. This information has been given directly to me as a direct channel, and any use and or reproduction of this information without the proper acknowledgement or accreditation from where it was received will result in instant karma for the plagiarizing parties and or individuals. And so it is. Now let's get into it, honey. Let's get to it. So I know you guys saw the title. I hope you guys are well today. I love you all. I hope you're feeling good. I hope you're in high spirits. And if you're not, hopefully this message will give you something that will help you to look at things from a different perspective. And hopefully that perspective will be a brighter one. I hope so. Okay? Yes. Now, I know you saw the title. Today we're talking about competition. Now, as per Webster's dictionary, there are two the definitions for competition. Right? There's one that has A and B subtitles underneath. That don't got shit to do with us. The second one is the one that we are talking about. So the second definition for competition is a contest between rivals. Now, the reason why I spoke about this, okay, now I am an Aries, and Aries are supposedly supposed to be known as very competitive. However, I must say, Aries is just my sun sign. It's just my sun sign, y'all. I've never been a competitive person. I personally feel as though I'm in my own lane, and you don't compete where you don't compare. I have absolutely no problem letting anybody else do them, because everybody came here with their own specific purpose. Even if your purpose is just to smile, be pretty, and be beautiful, that's your purpose, and I support you, boo. Even if your purpose is to be an asshole, that's your purpose. I'm not gonna support you, but I'm not gonna hate though. You a damn good asshole over there, right? However, unfortunately, and this is so sad, because as a woman of color, as a minority, as a woman of color, as a single mother, right, who had to get it how she lived, I have lived a life full of people competing with me. Not just women, men. In my military career, I was in a male-dominated field of law enforcement, and everybody with a penis looked at me as a threat. Now, people don't seem to understand. A lot of people like to say, oh, this is just friendly competition. However, real friends don't compete with each other. That's why I have no friends. I'll say that again. Real friends do not compete with each other. That's why I have no friends at this time. Okay? If somebody is your friend, or if you are looking towards somebody to be a friend to you, you are supposed to put out the energy that you wish to receive from them. So if you extend camaraderie towards somebody, if you're working with somebody, if you're in a relationship with somebody, and all of a sudden the energy shifts to where everything that you do, you feel as though you're under a microscope with that person, or you start noticing inadvertently, of course, that it seems like if you do something, that friend wants to one-up you, or that friend is competing with you, that's not really your friend. That is somebody, that is what I would call a snake. Basically, that's somebody who's trying to infiltrate your inner circle and see how you move and how you do things, so that they can in turn take that and emulate that, because whatever success it is that you're receiving, they want the same thing instead of coming to you, because a real friend is going to want to lift their other friend up. They're going to want to see their friends do well. A lot of people do not understand the true meaning of what a friend is, and they are really involved with their competitors. And it's sad, and it's true. And that a competitive mindset Now, I'm not talking about if you're an athlete. If you are an athlete, you are paid to compete. If you are a competitive eater, you are paid to compete. If competition is not part of your job description, this applies to you. Mr. Ma'am, look me getting this shit stuck in my hair. Mr. Ma'am, this applies to you. All right? Friends are not supposed to compete with each other. Friends are supposed to lift each other up, right? They're supposed to bounce, leaps, and forward. So I have your back, you have mine. Whatever it is I cannot do, you got me. Whatever it is you cannot do, I got you. We should be able to exchange services, exchange knowledge, exchange advice. Whatever the fuck we want to exchange, we're supposed to exchange anything but competition. And unfortunately, what I have come to see, and I can't even just say that this is with minorities, because I see this in every race and culture. Unfortunately, the genre that I see it in the most is the African American melanated diaspora. And it's sad, but it's true. And unfortunately also, I believe that society and media has a lot to play with why people are so competitive with people that they're supposed to help. But what you guys need to understand is that is what is holding melanated individuals as a whole back in life, is because you are competing with people that you should be working with together. People, you do not understand, there is strength in numbers. There's strength in numbers. And the people who know that and know better, they are intentionally planting seeds of dissension, competition, right? Envy, all of that. They're planting those seeds within the most powerful race of people, which is us melanated African American individuals. Because they know that there is strength in number, they would rather keep us divided by competition, and a lot of people are falling for that trap. First and foremost, if you are in your purpose, nobody can compete with you. They may copy you, but what people fail to understand, and it's all about perspective, first of all, but what people fail to understand is imitation is one of the highest forms of flattery. So instead of thinking when you do something and you see somebody who does not know you, emulating that, not copying and pasting that shit, right? But learning from what it is that you are doing and adding their own zhuzh to it, their own little sprinkle to it, whatever that chick be saying, right? If they're adding their own twist to it, they're taking elements that they learned from you and adding their own twist, and then they're pushing that out. You should be flattered. You should look at yourself as a leader. You should not get defensive, because then defense brings dissent, right? So defense brings dissent, separation. That's not what we need, because there's strength in numbers. What you guys don't understand is it is bigger than the 3D, the physical. People are competing with people that they should be working together with for the greater good, not just for themselves. You guys probably can make more money together, but instead you rather fight. What people have to understand is not everybody is blessed with the same gifts. You guys may look the same, y'all might walk the same, you guys might come from the same place, y'all might have came out the same vagina, but you guys are not the same. Instead of looking at somebody that is different than you and automatically looking at them as your competition, or instead of looking at somebody who you feel like is ahead of you and looking at them as your competition, how about you look at them as a role model or inspiration and try to learn from them instead of competing? Only, unless you're getting paid to compete, the only people that really that I have seen like to compete with others are people who are insecure, have nothing going for themselves, so they want to try to be like that other person, or they don't know their purpose. So they're competing with somebody who 9 times out of 10 is already in their lane, following their own purpose because they want that too, because they have not taken the time out to do the self-reflection, the inner work, the inner healing, to find their true purpose. So that other person's purpose looks nice and shiny, so they want that too. So now they're in competition. Whoever the fuck made that saying, keep your friends close and your enemies closer, knew that that was the greatest seed of sabotage that they could put out into the environment, because there are so many people who are living by that motto, and that's why people are killing each other. People are competing to the death. This is not motherfucking Hunger Wars, bitch. It's not. This ain't goddamn Hunger Wars. Why the fuck? Oh, sorry, y'all. I feel passionate about that, but I don't care. Why the fuck are people competing where they do not compare? Why are people competing when they are not properly qualified? Why are people competing with people that you want to call your friends and your family? Make that make sense to me. Say that shit out loud and see does it make sense to you. I'll wait. Oh, it don't? Whoa, that's crazy. Damn. Exactly. This world is full of people competing and going nowhere. Have you realized that? Have you really realized that all of the people who like to compete with others, unless they're Olympians, ain't got shit going for themselves? They're going nowhere. They're going in circles, probably chasing this, competing for the same deadbeat ass nigga, same dead end job, the same 5 minutes of fame. It's pathetic. I'm not going to say you guys are pathetic, because if you're watching this, there's still hope for you. But that whole energy that's out there of competition is pathetic. And we need to see past that illusion. If you meet somebody and your first instinct is to compete with them, you need to pause and take a step back and ask yourself, why do I feel like I want to compete with this person? 9 times out of 10, it is a negative projection, either from your inner self that needs some healing, or maybe that person may be projecting onto you. Especially if you're an empath, you can feel when somebody else has a competitive nature to you. They don't have to say shit. Trust you me, I know. Ladies and gentlemen who watch me and don't comment and don't like, but then steal my work, I know. But I don't care. I'm in my own lane. And I put this out so that you can find yours. Right? We have to start teaching ourselves. We have to start with ourselves, and we have to let this trickle down to our children and our friends and people around us, that we are not the competition. We need to work together, right? It takes a village, it takes a community, it takes a team. All right? If you try to do everything by yourself, or if you look at everybody as a competition, you really will not get far in life. You really will not. We have to erase these old stigmas that were ingrained into us, especially black people, melanated people. Those seeds were planted to hold us back. That's why in society, in movies, in music, everything, that's all that they push is compete, to where we are naturally on defense to our own kind. When that person 9 times out of 10 could help you, y'all might end up fucking around, be a goddamn dynamic duo. Who knows? But you'll never find out, because you were so insecure that you wanted to compete with everybody around you. The only competition should be you against you. You trying to be a better person than you were yesterday. That is the only thing you should be competing with. Because let me tell you something. I don't care if you guys are identical twins. God gave you guys your own minds, your own gifts, and your own talents. Boom. Just saying. And yes, I said it. I did. It needed to be said. It's time. It's time for people to put the pride, the ego, the insecurity, either heal that shit or throw that shit away. Because it's time for everybody to start making power moves. It's time for us all to come together and do what we came here to do. And what we came here to do was not compete. Competition is a distraction from your true purpose and your true goal. That's all I gotta say, y'all. I feel like I was pretty straight to the point. Let me know if I missed anything and I'll do a part 2. Okay? Make sure to check me out on Etsy. There I have love butter made with shea, all natural ingredients, feels good, smells even better. That will help you to improve and enhance your own self-love so that you're not insecure when you see another bad bitch next to you. All right? You're going to love yourself enough that you won't have to hate or compete with anybody else. I got crystals. I have everything that you need, and I also do custom orders, and that is on Etsy at Empress Oracle Shop. If you cannot find it, check out my LinkedIn, okay? The link will be somewhere. Hit the link. Hit the link. I said LinkedIn. I meant Linktree. Y'all know what the fuck I'm talking about. Hit my Linktree, and there you can find all of my social medias, including my Etsy shop, where I have everything that you need to help you to enhance your self-love, okay? Enhance your spiritual protection, enhance your own personal abundance, and to relieve all that competition. Because as I said, the only competition should be with yourself. You guys, don't let that message go over your head, right? I love you. Be blessed.